Season 5. Yeah. Let's go. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Bienvenue. This is my channel where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I am so excited to share my reaction to episode 1 of the 5th season of The Expanse. I'm almost there, people. I'm almost catching up. But before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff with those of you that are new to my channel, so please listen up and don't skip ahead. Number 1, this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead. You've been warned. And number 2, it is very likely possible that you've come across older videos on my channel where I was showing picture-in-picture with audio from the actual episode. Unfortunately, for very valid reasons, I no longer provide those kinds of reactions. Instead, what I offer is a watch-along experience. And if you want to know how that works, check out the timestamp in the description box titled Overview of my watch-along style, and there you'll get more info. And if you're not into the whole watch-along style, don't despair. I do offer an alternate version of my reaction to this episode with bonus content and some extra perks you can explore. Details about that is in the description box below. And lastly, up until, of course, I catch up with everyone with The Expanse, if you're going to leave a comment, please start off your comment with no spoilers, followed by a non-spoiler comment. Otherwise, I'm skipping right past it and I'll miss out on whatever useful, productive information you want to share with me. All right, everyone, I am ready to rock and roll with episode 1 of the 5th season, and I'm really excited. And I was gonna watch the trailer because I was like, okay, get some idea what's gonna happen in the season, but I was like, nope, don't go there, because if I watch the trailer, I'll be tempted to read the synopsis, and I've been really good with weaning myself off from doing that. Yes. I know I may be surprising and probably upsetting some of you who are like, I told you from the beginning not to. Well, listen, it took someone from my club who is a fan of my supernatural reactions to relate to me in a different way that helped me see a different perspective, rather than getting very defensive or very argumentative in the comment section. So just letting you know, it's how you relate something to someone that can change their perspective. But the point is, I have read the synopsis. I am going in blind for episode 1. So if you're going to watch along with me, let's go! Hello. Okay, so I'm going to give you a brief overview as to one way you can go about watching along with me. And I'm working on a video that's going to break down 3 ways specifically, but for now, until that video is ready to go, here is my instructions on how to follow along with me using your desktop computer or a laptop, but those 2 devices only, because I don't think it'll work well on a tablet or an iPad, but I'll leave that up to you. Either way, this is how I go about it when I'm watching along with other YouTubers who have a similar format, and yes, there are many of them who do, high-profile ones at that too. Okay, so let me start with telling you the first step, which is to get access to the episode in an internet window. So whether it be Chrome, what else? There's Safari, whatever browser you use, get access to the episode in one window. Line up yourself at the beginning and then leave that window alone. Open up a whole new window, not a new browser, a new window, and then get access to this video. Go into the timestamp, click on the timestamp that says counting down to the start of my reaction. Double check that I am starting at a certain time. So normally with The Expanse, I start right at the beginning, 0000, but just double check, okay? And then put that video on pause. And then you're going to expand out the window of this video, not this video itself. Like, don't enlarge this video, to take up your whole screen. Just the window portion, the framing of it, as wide as possible. And then you're going to go back to your first window and you're going to resize it smaller to overlay on top of the title card of the episode you see me facing on the screen. What this will help you do is not only have access to the actual episode that I'm watching with you, but then you'll have my facial expression and you'll be able to hear me right next to the actual window itself. That's the main way I watch along with other YouTubers, and so that's the best way I would suggest for now to watch along with me. Hopefully it's not too complicated, and if for whatever reason you don't have access to the episode, I also want to reassure you that the visual format that I've recently implemented that's safe for YouTube may be helpful in giving you an idea as to what I'm reacting to, as long as you keep your eyes on the screen. When you get to my reaction, you'll see what I mean. I just rhymed there. I didn't mean to, but I did. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful. I'm excited to watch this episode, and I'm hoping that you're going to watch along with me. Either way, you have the option as well to just go into the timestamp and fast forward to the review takeaway portion of my video and answer my questions, what thereof. So I'm going to watch this episode, and if you're going to watch along with me, come on. Let's give it a shot. Okay, party people. I'm at the beginning of the episode 0000. It's titled Exodus. That means they are fleeing. I'm assuming, obviously, fleeing through the ring to go back to Earth and stuff, or go back wherever. Okay, so yeah, counting down to play, starting at 3, 2, 1, play. Ah, they actually do it previously on? Okay. Did they do that before? I can't remember. You say, man. Yeah. Just to answer some of you that I had asked about whether I should read the Churn book before or after, I'll read it afterwards. I'll see what impression I get as a TV viewer and then compare what I get as a book reader. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Philip Inaros narrative is gonna be quite something to watch with Naomi. And Drummer, her reaction. Oh my gosh! Alright, Rock 9. Iron Nickel Core. 21 Mega. Wow, okay, so we've moved that forward in time. Look at it go! This is something. And all those splinters are going to have an effect everywhere else. Right? I mean, you know I'm not in the know with that kind of stuff, but I'm just presuming. I'll read your corrections in the comment section. Sami, science ship near Venus. Oh, Venus! Back to Venus. Ah. Wow. Talk about a full disruption of the whole system. He has Earth in mind, but it's going to be more than Earth that's going to be impacted. And Marco doesn't give a shit. Here we go. So that's the plan, to silence anyone who suspects what's happening? Oh, I know this actress. She's Canadian. Well, a lot of them are. Fuck. So that's really the game plan? They're just gonna go around killing everybody who suspects anything with these rocks? At least they won't be bored. Or is it that he didn't anticipate the effects it's having, that it would splinter, and now they're trying to cover their tracks pretty much? I don't know. Oh, fuck. He's gonna pull one of his heroic. Are you just like your mama? Come on, Philip. Let's see. Ah. I guess not. Hmm. I like that guy's expression. He's just like, well, you could have saved him if you tried, but I won't argue. Or maybe not, right? I'll let you experts tell me in the comments if there was enough time for him to try to save him. Okay, I know most of you are like, Asha, are you going to notice the differences? That's different. That's different. Where is that? Ooh. Y'all should know I don't pick up on every detail. Mars looks a little less lit. That's different too. More ships around the ring. People are going willy-nilly in all the ring gates. Yeah. Well, Gao did say that's what she was going to do, right? Everybody's going to be able to explore all over the damn place. Which is, I was advocating for that, so let's see what the consequences are. Because I'm sure many of you are wanting me to see that. Tycho Station. Alright, we're back to Fred and those people. We're going to see some Anderson Dawes too. Building better, right? Is that Felsia? Ah. Oh, it's not. Whoops. So they're all there? Ah. Where are they at? On Earth, I guess? What the fuck? Mm-mm. What? Eh. Well, you always have to have the one, right? Ooh. About her son. Right? How long has it been since she's seen him? Like a decade at least? Or. This is a sweet little pad here. Well, she's doing well then. It's okay, Holden. Just keep the shirt off. It's all right. Has she told him about her search? Or it's one of her secrets again? Hmm. The lazy songbird. Ah, so that's where he is. Economy class. Not that bad looking. I know for myself, I'm not a picky passenger. I've been in first class, I've been in economy class. As long as I'm comfortable in my seat, I don't give a shit. Hey, that's a good question. Yeah, I have a hard time with the snorers too. Of course. What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do, Amos? Nothing. Leave her be. Huh? All right, so we're gonna get some more backstory. They all know to just stay quiet. He's trying to scam them. He's scamming them. Hint, hint. Oh boy. I love how he makes friends everywhere he goes. I like the new look they've given him. Very sophisticated. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want to see. Okay. Oh, all right. It's one of those shots. Okay, never mind. Yes. Flashbacks. That's smart. I like that. I'm no psychologist, but through those actions, I guess that's the most he can feel. I'm not going to try to articulate that further. Not really. Ah. That doesn't mean anything. So Fred had the sample. He shared it with Dawes, right? And they're doing something. Does he though? Wow. Oh. She got people. He got. People are following her. I can't imagine how tough that's going to be for her. Like, how do you How would she try to reach him? That looks like fun. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, at some point he's got to face them. I can't wait to see them interact. Oh, she's still doing this to kind of get to the top of the food chain? Okay. Ah, that's a very deserted area. Hmm. Okay, that answers my question. I'm assuming, ma'am, right? Avasarala. Fred. I'm so glad to see this actor again, though. Say no. No, he's not. Wow. She did a good job. This is awesome. How they're visually telling this. If you put it like that. But why only Holden? Just 'cause he's the hero of the show? And then when that happens, if that happens, there'll be another issue. For every door that closes, a window opens. So he's going to his family's place? Yeah. And presuming he gave them a heads up? I hope this is not a surprise visit. Oh, it is. Hmm. Aw, Bobby. Gosh, she's so amazing. Alex. You gotta fight for your relationship with your son. It's the least you can do. My kind of restaurant. Oh, I want one of those hats. Those glowy hats. Last time I had a cowboy hat on, it was pink and furry at a bachelorette party. Hmm. Damn. There goes my shot down expectations of a good reunion. Hmm. Okay, good. I was like wondering about that. If she was gonna. Don't go alone, Naomi. Forgot about that, yeah. I understand both sides, but I think she's being a little teeny bit narrow minded. Just a bit, just a bit. She could still have him as backup, though. As he said, he can be in the shadows. Why is that an issue? I like the score of this. It's nice. Wow, I'm never gonna not ever be impressed with the realism of the show. It's just so frigging amazing. That quickly, huh? Ooh, he gets an escort? They picked him up quick, though. Ah, of course. Ooh. I remember that line where he asked about what she was wearing. He's going back to Baltimore? Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name, but I know who he's referring to. Chrissy. I'm loving this. That's kind of an advantageous position to some extent, no? But I understand the mockery of it. The dots start to connect now. Okay. That's some reassurance. Well, as I've said before, every character needs to be where they need to be, so it's not meant to be for Holden to be there. Are those cups for sale? Like merch for the show? I want one. Gotta get one. Everybody's getting off Mars. Wherever can afford it. I'm trying to remember the name of the lady. Gamara Mormoro. It's Linda, was it? Linda. Lydia? Is it Lydia? I think it was Lydia, right? I know one of you will correct me. "12 days. Oh my goodness. 7 hours and change. Woo! That was actually quite fabulous the way they did that shot. From Avasarala to him. Oh, and the voiceover. Oh, that was absolutely amazing. Okay. We are done on this point here. And... woo! Takeaways from this episode. It's going to take me a minute. Good times, good times. But it's coming up. Hands down, I think this is the most narrative-filled or narrative-packed season premiere episode to date. I mean, I'm comparing like episode 1 of season 4 what I can remember at the moment of episode 1 of season 3, 2, and, well, the premiere or pilot episode doesn't count, okay? It doesn't count. So what I'm getting at is I feel this is the episode for the opening of a season that has so many story narratives being told in a short period of time and being told with such precise execution using amazing visuals as usual with this show. Now, when it comes to my takeaways from this episode, aside from the obvious that I was exclaiming about throughout my reaction if you watched it, I'm going to say that my takeaways are more towards the emotional element of the narratives. So what I mean by that, let's start with the first one, and that is Alex trying to reconnect with his family on Mars and reconnect with Bobby on Mars as well. And how things did not go as planned. In fact, if anything, it was a straight up nightmare for him. You have his wife who's like, what do you want from me, right? Which I don't blame her from her perspective. And you have his son that obviously kind of feels a little bit more strange towards him than he did the last time they spoke. And then you have Bobby, who surprisingly was just not having it. She was just, completely like, your optimism is not realistic. I don't look at things that way anymore. It was just not a match. No more of a match. And I felt so bad for Alex because on one end, I can see where someone's like, hey, you know what? Alex is too optimistic to the point where you can easily argue that he's not looking at reality the way he should. And of course, you've got the opposite end, which is Alex's perspective, which is no matter how bad things get, you can always try to make them work and figure a solution out. And I personally think that's what makes Alex a very endearing character and actually separates him from the fold that actually thinks more along the lines of the way Bobby does. In any case, as heart-wrenching as those scenes were with Alex and his family and with Bobby, I think this is kind of somewhat of a, I wouldn't say wake-up call, but some way to shake him out a little bit, perhaps, of a bubble he's surrounded himself with because he's been away from everybody for so long. And so now I'm just presuming this is an opportunity for him to grow a bit more in terms of his perception of his reality around him. And my second takeaway from this episode that gripped me more on the emotional level of things is the situation with Naomi trying to find her son and also pushing Holden away and wanting to do it all on her own. If you watch my reaction, I really wasn't on board with her decision to completely reject Holden's help. If anything, I think he could be useful to her in the shadows, behind the scenes. I mean, she's not only looking to confront her son, but as she said herself, he is the son of the most dangerous, the most wanted man right now in the system. And I feel putting herself in such grave danger of what that actually means is a little bit reckless. It's a little bit reckless. But as they showed towards the latter part of the episode, she did send some kind of message that if something goes wrong, I'm presuming she's like, okay, this is where I'm going to be. Come get me. Maybe I got that wrong. I'll let you correct me in the comments about that. But overall, as a viewer, I am definitely feeling it for Naomi. This anguish, this dread almost to be that person that's going to try to save not only a son that may actually hate her and have so much anger and animosity towards her. I mean, is his level of hate to the degree that he might actually try to harm her? I don't know, right? And then I have no doubt, I mean, it'd be surprising to me if they don't have it where Naomi actually meets up face to face with Marco himself and all that emotional turmoil and what that's going to mean for her position in that circumstance of saving her son from this very dangerous, too hot for TV, but he can call me anyways, kind of man. And my last takeaway from this episode that makes it more memorable for me, although I can't negate the fact that the whole situation with Amos is very fascinating, but I know from many of you who've told me it's going to really pick up with his backstory in later episodes. I think the Churn episode, right? So you all know that's a takeaway in and of itself. But overall, for this episode, the memorable point that I know I'm going to be kind of thinking more about, and I'm looking forward to reading more comments that clarifies the situation a little bit better for me to really understand, is the conversation of the protomolecule being experimented with again by Fred, and of course, I'm sure with the involvement of Anderson Dawes and other people, and Holden doing his best, as he does best, in trying to warn of the dangers of doing that. And of course, both sides make really valid points, but I'm of course team Holden. The protomolecule, like, leave that shit alone. It causes so many problems. But this wouldn't be the Expanse without more hiccups with the protomolecule. And I really enjoyed that scene very much, especially the way it was visually executed for me to watch as a viewer. That whole scenario of Dr. Elvie explaining the presence and what it means or what it could mean or what thereof related to the protomolecule and its intentions towards humanity that is now interfering more and more with everything related to it. I mean, goddamn, can these people get a break? You've got Marco on one hand shooting rocks at Earth, literally, and then you've got this presence that is possibly waking up and getting angry and is ready to roll all over the, how did Holden say it in episode 10 of season 4? Galaxy spanning, right? It's ready to possibly awaken and attack the galaxy spanning people. So, there you have it. That is my reaction and my takeaways from episode 1 of season 5 of The Expanse. If you enjoyed this video, the best way you can show me is by following those 2 prompts you see there at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, right around here-ish. Thank you all for watching, and until my reaction to episode 2, I'm Asha, signing out. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.